Hello, friends. Welcome. The story I'm about to read is called Whistle for Willie. It's by Ezra Jack Keats. This book is about a little boy named Peter and his dog Willie. And Peter is learning how to whistle. Do you know how to whistle? Maybe by the end of the story, you'll be able to whistle if you practice just like Peter does. Whistle for Willie. Oh, how Peter wished he could whistle. Here's Peter. He saw a boy playing with his dog. Whenever the boy whistled, the dog ran straight to him. Peter tried and tried to whistle, but he couldn't. So instead, he began to turn himself around and around and around he whirled, faster and faster. There's Peter twirling around and around. Have you ever twirled around and around and around? And when you finally stop, what happens? When he stopped, everything turned down and up and up and down and around and around. He got dizzy. Peter got dizzy from all that turning around. Peter saw his dog Willie coming. Quick as a wink, he hid in an empty carton lying on the sidewalk. Wouldn't it be funny if I whistled? Peter thought. Willie would stop and look around and see who it was. Peter tried to whistle again, but still he couldn't. So Willie just walked on. And there's Peter. He's hiding in the carton, and he's trying so hard to whistle to get Willie's attention. Are you trying? Are you trying to whistle too? Peter got out of the carton and started home. On the way, he took some colored chalk out of his pocket and drew a long, long line. I know some of you have been using chalk to draw pictures outside on your sidewalks. He drew the long, long line right up to his door. He stood there and tried to whistle again. He blew till his cheeks were tired, but nothing happened. He's really trying hard, though. You have to keep practicing before you can get really good at something. He went into his house and put on his father's old hat to make himself feel more grown up. He looked into the mirror to practice whistling. Still no whistle. And there's Peter. He's practicing. But nothing's happening so far. When his mother saw what he was doing, Peter pretended that he was his father. He said, "I've come home early today, dear. Is Peter here?" His mother answered, "Why, no. He's outside with Willie." "Well, I'll go out and look for them," Peter said. Did you ever put on your mom or dad's clothes and pretend to be them? That's what Peter's doing. First, he walked along a crack in the sidewalk. Then he tried to run away from his shadow. And now he's outside playing. He jumped off his shadow, but when he landed, they were together again. He came to the corner where the carton was. Now, who should he see? Who do you think he saw? But Willie. There he is. He sees the carton. And there he sees Willie. Willie's coming around the corner. Peter scrambled under the carton. He blew and blew and blew. And suddenly, out came a real whistle. Willie stopped and looked around to see who it was. all that practicing, and it finally worked. "It's me!" Peter shouted and stood up. Willie raced straight to him. It even looks like Willie is smiling a little bit. He's so happy to see Peter. Peter ran home to show his father and mother what he could do. They loved Peter's whistling. So did Willie. I think he's probably feeling quite proud of himself, right? Peter's mother asked him and Willie to go on an errand to the grocery store. He whistled all the way there, and he whistled all the way home. The end. I wonder if there's anything that you don't know how to do yet, but you're practicing and practicing and practicing. Maybe it's riding your bicycle with no training wheels, or maybe it's writing your name. You have to practice, practice, practice before you can get something right. Well, that's the end of our story. Thank you for listening. Bye, friends.